Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And off we go from the desert. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game in a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
First down run picks up 8, so now it's second and a couple. Look wide, get this one complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Brings up third down and 2.
On third and a couple, here's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Play action now, and here's Allen. Open man. That's Dante Fulton. And he is out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. First down throw there is incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On third down, they'll try and run it with a draw play. And he's going to be stopped well short of the first down. Gain of 6, but it brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
He fields it at the 8. Whoa! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
It's not so much that he was able to throw for over 400 yards in last week's game, Mike, but it's the fact that he made it look so easy. Every time he touched the ball, it seemed like they were just up and down the field with very little resistance. And he doesn't necessarily have to repeat that type of production this week, but it certainly wouldn't hurt their chances of winning if he's somehow able to do so.
Here's a short one. He's got Strange. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A game of 4, and it's third down.
Now, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A run for the first time. That's Trevor Etienne. Can he get away? No. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, KC.
16-yard line.
Now, Etienne. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got it at the 3. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. It's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 30 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return starts from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. And the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
On play action, here's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. They'll run. It's Etienne, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Mahomes. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Mahomes now on second down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
On the ground, here's Etienne. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Here's Etienne. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes. And he's in. Trevor Etienne. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his second touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs take a 10-3 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Allen. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen on 3rd down. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
A gain of 15 yards. And a Raider 1st down.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Fulton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, throw here for Allen. That one taken in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Raiders.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Patrick to throw. Quick throw taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Kansas City.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts.
10
And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
First and goal, Kansas City.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chiefs. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chiefs 17, Raiders 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Raiders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas.
Allen going to throw on first and 10. A toss left side caught by his running back. They face second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Here's third and 7.
Brings up third down and
throwing again is Allen. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. On fourth down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes.
Mahomes pass.
Second and a yard.
To A.J. Barner. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
final play of this first half. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Eagles. And here's the Eagles wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Eagles move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they play host to the Atlanta Falcons. And this is Bijan Robinson. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in, 22 yards on the touchdown. The Falcons get a second straight win after that 1-2 start. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona, the Cardinals hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And this is J.J. McCarthy. He'll decide to scramble here, and that's the right call. He's in from 9 yards out. The Vikings started 0-4, but they finally break through to get their first W of the year. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, it's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. The carry here for ETN. He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
For a Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll push forward for about a yard. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play. From the 33, here's second down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for third down.
Yards to go.
Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Got a man, that's Barner, the tight end. 17 yards on that play. And the Chiefs have a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate.
And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. His fourth TD grab of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Raiders 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
To kick off for Kansas City.
From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30.
The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He's trying to start on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll try to run for it. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
15 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket. When you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Chiefs 24, Raiders 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Mahomes. That's over the middle. And caught by Rice. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They go play action with Mahomes. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
13 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Raiders offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, here is Allen. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver.
It's 2nd
and
down
it'll be
10.
2nd down. Play action now, and here's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Raiders have their punt team out there, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action here. Mahomes. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. So from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Mahomes going to keep it himself.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to ETN. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Barner. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now, Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This one's caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Kansas City. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Harrison Butker.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
To number 9. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
They'll go play action here with Allen. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
6
yards.
catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
1st and 10.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Now Allen on 1st down. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. To the air once more is Allen. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
Whoa! And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He's out of bounds at his own 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
Chiefs, first down.
Here's a toss, right side. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now on second down. Into the hands of his tight end, Varner. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
On the play. And it's third down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Got a man at Varner, the tight end. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. On play action, it's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now the Raiders are going to use their third and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Up the middle they go. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, KC.
It's a gain of 20. And a first down, Chiefs.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Give on the ground, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
To a knee goes Mahomes, and that should wrap it up. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.